when they told me this law of attraction works, like, yeah, I knew about law of attraction. I've I've gone through certain books. Read a lot of I read a lot of books about articles about the law of attraction. I've even done research. I've um I've even watched a lot of videos on YouTube about law of attraction. You see a lot of them. It's not about you like trying to go through everything, but just if you have an understanding about the law of attraction, then you know how to apply it in your life. I've bro, like, whoever is out there, law of attraction works. Like, I'm just like, it really works. I know sometimes it feels like it doesn't work. Yeah, I know about that because sometimes when I started doing the law of attraction, I felt like it wasn't working because I did it for a couple of days. I was like, this is not working at all because I even that day, those days I even did it, even the week I did it, I wasn't having the worst, one of the most worst week ever. But funny enough, like if you want to like move like, how do I say it? I know I'm saying like a couple of times, but whatever. If you want to move a couple of months from when I started doing the law of attraction, I started like practicing it in my life, started like applying it in whatever I do, changed my life. As in, I'm not like saying, hey, my life changed like magically, like, oh, like, I'm lost for words. I won't lie. I'm lost for words. I don't even know how to put this. As in, I don't want to sound crazy. I don't want to sound crazy. I don't want to. This guy, yeah. But, bro, law of attraction works to change your life completely if you know how to apply it in whatever you do. I'm not perfect. I'm not like I'm a guru in this. Like, I did it for a couple of weeks. Like I said, it wasn't what I expected that first week, even second week, third week, even up to a month. It wasn't what I expected. But when things started like changing, at first I thought like okay, this is not love attraction. I didn't even think about love attraction when things started changing my life for like in couple of areas in my life. I didn't like see things changing. But when things started changing in my life, I was like, how is this? How is this even changing? Like, I was I was like, okay, this is not love attraction. This has to be my own work, maybe luck. But when I sat down one day and I thought about all these things and trying to connect the dots, I was surprised on what I discovered. I discovered that the law of attraction really works. It really works. It works with the mind. Like, the world, the world we live in reflects your mind, as whatever is in your mind is what you get in whatever you're doing. Sometimes you're not even really paying attention to every areas of our thoughts. Yeah, because we can't really pay attention to all our thoughts. But if whenever you come aware of, oh, I'm thinking negative or I'm doing something wrong, and you just like you become aware that this thing you're doing is wrong, and you just try to correct it immediately, that's when you start to become aware of your thoughts. When you start becoming aware of your thoughts, you tend to know when you're like going astray. And when you know the law of attraction, you when these things come up, or when these thoughts come up, or whenever you find yourself doing things you don't want, and you apply the thoughts of the law of attraction immediately in it change change the outcome in the sense that, for example, maybe I went to a restaurant, or let me just say I went to a shop, and I tell them about I need this. They say that they don't have it, and I'm like, okay, let me go to the next shop. I go to the next shop, I ask for the same product, say they don't have it. Okay, now I'm pissed off, but I still like, let me just check the third shop. I check the third shop, and it's like they don't have it. Definitely you'll be like, okay, that's enough for the day. Time to go home, because the first shop you went to, they don't have it. Or like, oh, the second shop should have it. Go to the second shop, they don't have it. Or like, okay, the third shop. Let me just check the third shop. Go to the third shop, they don't have it. Most, I'll say 99% of everybody will quit and go back home and be like, okay, maybe I'll check another place tomorrow, or I'll check. I would not like, I'll just forget about it and get something else. But I'm telling you that if you really, really want that shit and you really want that product, this is just an instance. I'm just trying to give you a very, very good instance on our daily life. I don't want to go too far. I don't want to speak too much grammar. This is just a very simple explanation of how this stuff works. If you really, really want that stuff, yeah, we all have limits. You all know your timing. You know the time you know the time you okay. I have so time. I have things to meet up. So you know, like, go and spend your time outside searching for shop to shop for one product. But if you really want that stuff and you have the time, bro, if you check the third shop, you don't have it. If there's another shop around that corner, and you know that, and your mind tells you that this shop might have it, go for it. Go for it. You definitely see it. Like, you definitely see it. Like, it's I've done it a couple of times, and it works. It works. Even in terms of in other areas of my life I'm pursuing. If I'm going for something in life and I want this thing, I'm not seeing it, and I keep on putting the effort, I get it. I made my first I made my first thousand 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 money in my own local currency. Like, it was crazy when I made that money, because I've not even when I made that money, I was like, that year I made that money. It was crazy. Like, I was like, like, how did I even make this money? Like, I like went back. I was like, there was a time I was manifesting this. Like, there was a time I was like manifesting this amount of money. I was like, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. Couple of months I was doing the same thing, listening to affirmations. So when I made that first thousand money in my local currency, it was mad. I never even dreamt of, like even when it came. Funny enough, one thing about life I found out is that whenever we want something, we don't usually get it the time we want it. But if we hold that belief long enough, we'll surely get it. But you just have to have it in the back of your mind that you might not. We all have times we put okay, I want this thing and I want it before this year runs out. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. Sometimes you put those goals, and the year comes by to an end, you don't even see it. But if you hold that thought long enough, you expect you see that money you see that money when you don't even expect it. Sometimes you see that money at the very moment you need that money. You will see that money, like, you see it at the very moment you need it. You might even be in a mess that period, be like, I'm in a mess, my life is about to end. You see a lot of things, and just because you've had that goal at the back of your mind for a very long time, you just manifest it right on the spot. That moment you need the help, and you just solve your problems, and you still be alright. You'll be very happy that, damn, Like you even forget that it was one time that you thought about it. What I'm trying to say is that for anybody out there, try to practice the law of attraction. I, I can't really give a full explanation on it, but you can always do your own research. Try to understand it and apply it in whatever ways you can in your own life. It has worked for me. I'm not a guru. I'm still learning it. It's not easy. I make a lot of mistakes, a lot, but most of the times I'm aware. I try to put things right. Honestly, the life will change.